Port Adelaide played host to North Adelaide at Alberton Oval, with both sides still a slim mathematical chance of playing finals. The Magpies started well, kicking the first 3 goals of the match. The Roosters, with 11 changes to last week's side, took a while to gel, but once they did, they slammed on 5 unanswered goals to set up a small lead, which they extended to 24 points by half-time. Matt Danui became the game breaker when he kicked 4 goals in the first 8 minutes of the third term, and after that the Roosters never looked back. Jake Liston returned from the reserves following a 3-week layoff with injury and delivered a standout performance. 38 disposals, 8 marks, 7 clearances, 6 inside 50s, 6 rebound 50s plus a goal. Say no more. The Roosters' midfield was further strengthened by the return of George Hannaford and George Hewitt from Prince Alfred College. Hewitt with 32 disposals, 10 marks, 6 clearances, 5 inside 50s and 2 goals was really effective around the stoppages. Likewise, Hannaford with 27 disposals and 4 clearances, he knows how to find the ball and then do something with it. North coach Heath Uni was particularly pleased with the effort of state under-16 player Oleg Markov, who was a late inclusion in the side. Playing on a wing and across half forward, he gathered 20 possessions, 6 marks, 5 inside 50s and booted a goal. For the Magpies, Alex Barnes showed outstanding leadership in the ruck, getting his hand to 35 hitouts and giving his players first use. However, they failed to capitalise as Port got smashed around the stoppages. Tynan Keeley made his presence felt at centre half forward, collecting 21 disposals, 13 marks, 9 inside 50s and finishing with 3 goals. Sean Davidson is an under-17 player from North Haven who started in the midfield before moving down back onto Matt Danui in the third quarter and closing him down. He finished with 21 disposals and 8 rebound 50s. North Adelaide had too many winners all over the ground and ran out easy winners by a margin of 45 points. Central District travelled to Unley Oval knowing they faced a formidable task. Sturt are in red-hot form, and the Double Blues jumped out of the blocks in the first term, rattling on 7 goals to 1. Had they kicked straight, it would have been game over. To the young Bulldogs' credit, they fought back well in the second term, an early part of the third quarter, before the floodgates finally opened. Brad Hartman had a huge day at the office playing at full forward and on ball. He amassed 34 possessions, 13 marks, 7 inside 50s, and finishing with 8 goals 5, an incredible performance. Sam Magor was in and at it all day, gathering 24 possessions, 3 tackles, 4 clearances, 6 inside 50s and slotting 3 goals. Joss Builder was a real focal point and always provided a contest playing at centre half forward and in the ruck. He collected 18 possessions, 7 marks, 10 hitouts and pocketed 3 goals, a lion-hearted effort. The performance of Henry Carey, an under-16 player from Unley High, deserves a special mention. Playing across half forward, he made the most of his opportunities, bagging 5 goals 3 from just 10 kicks. For the Bulldogs, Travis Schiller, a state under-18 squad player who returned following a stint in the reserves, had a real day out. 34 possessions, 6 tackles, 12 clearances, 6 inside 50s, 4 rebound 50s and a goal in a losing side is a phenomenal performance. Peter Akek is a 200cm ruckman who migrated from Sudan 6 years ago and only started playing football 3 years ago. He got his hand to 24 hitouts, collected 13 disposals and took 4 marks. AFL talent scouts have definitely got their eyes on him. Central coach David Harvey was full of praise for the courage shown by Tom Ryan. Starting in the centre and changing at full forward, he badly sprained his ankle in the second term but reappeared after half-time with his ankles heavily strapped and kept competing. Sturt was too strong and talented as they powered away to record a massive 115-point victory. West Adelaide made the long trip down to Noarlunga, knowing that in their previous 2 meetings they had beaten South Adelaide by margins in excess of 100 points. However, the Panthers' performance has improved considerably in recent weeks. South had first use of the breeze but ended up playing the wrong side of the ground and Westies were able to capitalise. Blood's full forward Nick Homsch from Rostrevor College certainly made sure he had made it onto the highlight reel with this big mark. He finished off nicely with a goal. However, inaccurate kicking by the Bloods in the first half meant their 35-point lead at the long break could have been much higher. In the midfield, Michael Manazzo showed the benefit of his games in the reserves, picking up 31 possessions, 11 marks, 4 tackles, 6 clearances and 8 inside 50s, a great all-round effort. William Keenan from Sacred Heart College, playing out of a forward pocket, bagged 4 goals in the first half. His schoolmate Cameron Long was captain of Sacred Heart's recent victory over Prince Alfred College in the Open Schools Cup final. Starting in the midfield, he went forward during the third quarter and kicked 3 goals. Bloods coach Jared Mears was particularly pleased with the efforts of Kane Mulvaney, an under-17 player from Unley High. Playing out of a back pocket, he's very skillful, reads the game well and has the ability to hit targets when running the ball out of defence. For the Panthers, state under-16 rover Caleb Daniel was an absolute standout. An incredible 46 possessions, 11 clearances and 2 goals says it all. Not only can he find the footy, he uses it efficiently. Skipper Billy Hogben put in another team-orientated effort, gathering 24 disposals and 3 clearances. A lot of his work goes unnoticed. He does a lot of those all-important one-percenters. South coach Kim Cobb made special mention of the effort of centre-half back Tom Grouch, who rolled an ankle in the warm-up and nearly didn't play. He more than matched up on his opponents Jesse Watchman and Sam Durden and provided plenty of rebound. Coach Cobb was also pleased with the performance of Kurt Lindner, who started in the midfield and in the second half went down back and shut down the influence of William Keenan. In the end, Westies were too strong, winning by a comfortable margin of 44 points. The match of the round was at Woodville Oval, where 4th placed Eagles faced up to ladder leader Norwood. The Redlegs had first use of what was a 3-goal breeze but didn't use the ball well enough. Only 1 goal from 6 scoring shots would end up costing them dearly. In the second term, the Eagles split the game wide open, kicking 6-7 to a solitary point. They missed some easy shots but still led by 43 points at the long break. The Eagles' midfielders and on-ballers really did the damage. Matthew McDonough is a state under-18 player who worked very hard and used his pace to collect 38 possessions, 8 clearances and 6 inside 50s. Likewise, Matthew Appleton racked up 31 disposals, 8 clearances and laid 4 tackles. Nick Hayes provided a real presence at centre-half forward. He was very strong in the air and used the space in front of him by leading well. He grabbed 11 marks, gathered 20 possessions and finished with 3 goals. Tom Daly started the game on the bench, rotating as a tall defender, but went to full forward in the second quarter and provided a real target. 7 marks, 13 disposals and 3 goals was a good day's work. For the Redlegs, Blake Penny from Tea Tree Gully is an under-17 ruckman who, although 194 centimetres tall, possesses a good vertical leap. He used this to advantage to get his hand to 36 hitouts. Luke Randa, playing as a tall forward as well as having a run the ruck, used his 196 centimetre frame to take some good contested marks and led well into space. Midfielder Adam Nunn continues to rack up possessions. 29 disposals, 4 tackles, 8 clearances and 6 inside 50s, says he knows how to find the ball. Norwood coach David Oatey made special mention of the effort of under-16 wingman Ryan Reevely, who contested and competed all night. He has a good turn of speed and can kick long and accurate to position. For Eagles coach Shane Grimm, things are coming together nicely at the right end of the season. This is the first time the Eagles have beaten someone above them, and they did it in style, running out winners by a margin of 52 points.